Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Joey Knight Jr. here today, and we have a big box. This is going to be a two-parter. Last week was Starrcast, AEW All-In, GCW, all that good stuff. And today, we are going to go through my haul from Starrcast. Now, most of this box is from Jaden's Toys and Collectibles in Dallas, Texas. Well, more Plano, Texas, but still the general Dallas area. So there's going to be a whole separate video about that because I did some wheeling and dealing, got a big trade done, got a lot of stuff, started a whole new collection, got a majority of stuff I need for one of my collections. So that's going to be its own separate video that we'll get into at a different time. But today, we're going to go through my Starrcast haul. Okay, starting us off here on this haul, we have The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 1. Now, as you can see, right there in the background with these Amazing Spider-Mans, they are the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast variant covers. I just had to. I've been getting more into comics here recently, mainly through Rippaverse Comics, Eric July, the Sasuke Sisters, Chuck Dixon, all the great people over there. I am tipping my toe into a little bit of Marvel. I don't know if I got 2 copies because that's what I always do with comics. You know, get a copy you always keep sealed, and with this one, it would Kanik, the guy who basically does a lot of work at the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast for their toy business. You know, the Big Rubber Guys, the Major Bendies. He does a lot of work revolving around that. He signed one of the copies for me, and you know, I always get a reading copy and a keep in, you know, the bag and board copy. I'll probably get Matt and Brian's signatures on this one eventually at some point. I'll most definitely read this one, whether I continue on with this particular version of Spider-Man, I don't know. When it comes to Marvel, because there's so many variants of the characters, multiverse and all that other stuff, I haven't particularly pinpointed which ones I want to get, because I just want to get one series of my favorite characters. Like I want to get one series for Iron Man, one series for Spider-Man, one series for Guardians of the Galaxy. I have the Sasuke Sisters Black Widow that I'm going to read here soon and make a video on. But yeah, so I probably won't go down this particular rabbit hole of The Amazing Spider-Man. But still, this is really cool. I love the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. You know, been listening to them for years. So for them to be a variant cover, an official variant cover on a Marvel comic, that's just insanity to me. But insanity in a good way. Next up, we're going to look at some things I got from High Spots, the High Spots store at Starrcast. They were doing a deal where it was buy 10 pins for $40. $4 a pin? I need to fill out my pin board, so that sounds like an amazing deal to me. I take that deal every day. Amazing deal. So we got a 4 Horsemen pin. We got these little Lego looking pins of superstars. I believe this one right here is Mr. Perfect. And then we got the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. This one's a Simpsons one. Listen, brother, I don't know if this works for me. I don't know if this art style works for me, brother. Hulk Hogan right there. And then going back to the Lego looking pins, we got the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo. And speaking of Ric Flair, speaking of 4 Horsemen, got Arn Anderson, the Arn Show logo right there. That's another pin. Speaking of podcast, my man, my childhood, Eric Bischoff, 83 Weeks with Eric Bischoff pin. Got a JR pin, a Grillin' JR pin. And then something to wrestle with Bruce Pritchard. And then last but not least, we have a NWA Crockett Cup pin right there. And now to the meat of the bones. The main reason I went to Starrcast, that was the complimentary meet and greets. The free meet and greets you got for just buying a ticket for Starrcast. So, starting us off here, kept them all in this nice little envelope here. Got a bunch of trading cards and the such. So some of the people, while talking with them, I at least got my picture with them. But some of the people like Workhorseman, Diamante, and a couple others forgot to get, an autographed 8x10 from them. And Billy Starks was also one of them. She was real awesome, real sweet. But she was giving away free stickers. So I grabbed a quick sticker real quick at her table. But no autograph from Workhorseman, Diamante, and Billy Starks, I think. And Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal had to leave early because he got called in at the last second to do Ring of Honor. So was not able to get anything from Jay Lethal, unfortunately. But got a bunch of signed cards, the 8x10s right here. So we are going to go through that real quick. So this one right here, just a simple little all-in Texas background. Satnam Singh signed that one. And then we have the hype man, Alex Abrahantes. And then next up, this one is from Alicia Atout, however you say that last name. It's been years and I still go back and forth on the pronunciation, the proper pronunciation. We got the cowboy, James Storm right here, one of my all-time favorites. We have Trademark, the best wrestler alive, and this is a thick boy right here. This Upper Deck 8x10, this is a thick boy. Like, that is a sturdy one right there. But we have the best wrestler alive, Max Caster. We have the Serpentico. And can't forget about his tag team partner, Angelico, just in the little... It's weird that they didn't have a tag team 8x10, but Serpentico had like a profile one, but Angelico only had the, the white background one. That was kind of weird to me. But still, either way, good time. They were awesome people. Next, we got the Queen right here. Got her autograph as well. And then we have Kiera Hogan to finish us off on the autograph 8x10s. All amazing people. They were all so cool, so awesome. Gave a bunch of incredible advice. Now I've got to gather up my cards here because they wanted to go flying. All right. So we got Zach Gibson and James Drake. They autographed their WWE NXT 2.0 cards for me. And then next up, we got the man, Bryce Remsburg right there, autograph card. And then we have the tag team of Top Flight, Dante and Darius Martin. Got their autographs as well on my trading cards. Then we have, she's not the interim, all right? She is still the Ring of Honor Women's Television Champion, Red Velvet. Got her autograph. And then to cap us off on the trading cards, we got Alex Reynolds. But now, if I have Alex Reynolds' autograph, why don't I have Evil Uno and John Silver autograph cards? Well, that is because on my little adventure to Jaden's Toys and my little wheeling and dealing, I got John Silver and Evil Uno action figures. No, they weren't autographed at the store, but I got them, brought them to the meet and greet, and got them signed. The paint pen was trying to fight Evil Uno, and the paint pen won. John Silver got a little bit better advantage on the paint pen, but still, awesome guys, awesome to meet them. Unfortunately, they did not have Alex Reynolds because, his only figure is the Chase version, and they unfortunately did not have that in the store. So, and, it was like a last second thing. I was going up there thinking, I'll get all their trading cards signed. And then I went to Jane's Toys, did some wheeling and dealing, saw Evil Uno and John Silver action figures, and I'm like, I can get those autographed. And then I started looking for Alex Reynolds. Could not find Alex Reynolds. They didn't have Alex Reynolds anywhere. So that is unfortunately why 2 out of the 3 of them signed their figures, and we have the Alex Reynolds trading card signed. But still, awesome time, awesome event. Starrcast was amazing. I enjoyed it very much. And that is my haul right there. That is the loot I grabbed from Starrcast, my very first ever Starrcast. In the next video, as you saw with that big box, we will uncover the goodies that are inside of it as we explore my wheeling and dealing at Jane's Toys. Thank you for all watching this video. Please remember to leave a like, leave a comment, but most important of all, subscribe to Joey Knight Jr. and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.